Hi friends, Namaskar. I am Dr. Gururaj B. Kulkarni from Kalburgi in Karnataka. First of all, I would like to wish you Happy Independence Day. Now today, being the auspicious day for a great country like India, I would like to share my some of these views so that they are very simple, adaptable, and usable by you people. We all know that we are undergoing stress because of COVID days. We are mentally stressed, physically stressed, and we have lost the connection with the nature, and we are lost. Some of us are confused. Many of us have become lazy, sitting in the house, eating all unwanted things, not doing any work, increasing your weight, and as a result, the physical ability is reduced. Some people are mentally wrecked, they have anxiety, they have got depression, they are confused, they have got panic attacks, they are worried about future. In the sense, there is a psychological imbalance. There is no purpose of life for somebody who can be so despair to go into a suicidal mode. All this stress, maybe a mental stress or a physical stress or a social stress, we are all affected, many of us. In this view, I feel the necessity that one should keep ourselves very fit, physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, and spiritually. This is a time where we should utilize maximum our talents, our skills, and we have been watching many videos who are uploaded on TV, different channels, how the people have kept themselves busy. Some of us, we try to acquire new skills and talents like learning music, learning something new which we never knew did because there was no time. All said and done, the most important aspect of life today is the survival of the fittest. Now, survival of the fittest, fitness means is a physical, emotional, mental, social, psychological, and everything. Basically, we need to be physically and mentally fit. Now, to keep ourselves very fit, mentally and physically, we got to do very simple exercise. For that, God has given us 24 hours, but we should be utilizing at least 1 to 2 hours a day for ourselves. If we do our best, then we can be happy, so we can look after the others, including the family members. So, physical fitness is the most essential component of health, of well being. Now, physical fitness nowadays, you see, there are a lot of gyms suddenly opening, and many people are crazy to develop the physical fitness by doing lot of gym exercises. Now, gym exercises, to motivate them, we see the film ideals, the models, and we see their body shape, and we want to keep that shape. Some of us, we do excess, but all said and done, there is a craze for gym and physical. But not that everyone could afford a gym, and it is not necessary that gym is a must. In the process of modern fitness, we have forgotten the basic, simple yogic exercise, stretching exercise, meditation, and lot of things which our ancient people have given us. We have got a rich heritage of this. Now let us come to the basic. That this physical fitness, you can keep it for yourself. For what? With the purpose that keeping a dependency on yourself. To avoid disabilities, you keep up that functions of doing and helping yourself throughout your life till the death. To give an example, if you lose the balance, you fall down, you sustain fractures, you are bedridden, then you become dementic, and your whole life is gone. You are desperate. So, mental ability also is the same thing. If you do not have anything, there is no purpose, there is no goal, there is no enthusiasm, so get into a depression mode and you may go for a suicide. To avoid all this, I have done and just an experiment on myself. It is a subjective feeling. I am not an expert in dealing with these different exercises which I am going to tell, but as an humble physician who knows something about the health and fitness, I have made an attempt to compose small brief videos which will give bit of information when you start doing at least half an hour or 1 hour or 2 hours a day in 24 hours. Now, these different aspects of this physical and mental I have divided into small components. One is the physical exercise, which is very important, which includes the strengthening and the stretching, the endurance, and the skill, which can be done by the youngsters, of course, especially so when you are growing old. When you become old, you lose the functions of the muscles, of the skeletal system, and get into a problem. Then second is the mental aspect of it. How do you work on the mental capacity to keep mentally fit? For example, by doing simple way of meditation. Many of us are impressed by commercialized yogas, different preachings of different gurujis, and we get confused. But the exercises which I am going to tell you includes all of us things doing mindfully. Now today there is a necessity for mindfulness, mindful eating, mindful talking, mindful leading, mindful exercises, and mindful respiratory efforts. That's like pranayama. So basically these small videos will give you a lot of informations. Now, as I told you that I am not an expert, but this is all through the wisdom which I have learned in years, through books, through my teachers, through experts, through my physiotherapist, my doctor friends, and my subordinates, those who are doing that. There are some orthodox methods, there are some unorthodox methods. Depending upon small exercises, you can develop of your own. Ultimately, it is not an objective, it is a subjective sensation. Once you start doing these small things, then you will experience yourself the feeling of well-being and feel good and feel fit. Why should we become fit? One thing is to avoid complications of health, to postpone the disease. It's not a curative medicine, it's a postponing disease, postponing the disabilities, because aging one cannot stop, but how healthily you develop aging, that's very important part of it. To sharpen your memories, to sharpen your skills, so that throughout your life you are going to help yourself. Many of the old people of 60 years, they have histories of falls, the fractures, and many of them they get dementic, they lose the memory power. These are all the important things. But if you practice this, it becomes very simple, enjoyable life. I am going to do a small videos, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 deals with physical stretching, balancing exercises, which should be practiced all the people above 45-50 years. We have seen abroad the people aging 80-90-year-old man still doing marathons. They are fully aware of their health. Even at the midnight, they do treadmill, they go for gym, they go for swimming, and they enjoy their life till the last stage. As a independent person, there is no family support for them. They feel secure. So if you have a perfect or near perfect physical and mental health, then you are done with the life to enjoy. This is the first part, which includes simultaneous breathing exercises, control on the breathing power, the physical endurance, the strength which is required. It is not only a bulk muscles but a strength muscles. Muscle strength is important. Stretchability, flexibility, endurance. These are all very important. Then the meditation, the focusing. Meditation is not doing anything but it is focusing. When you start doing and spare one of your 1 hour valuable time in your 24 hours in the morning and half an hour in the evening, you are doing all the process simultaneously. You are focusing, you are breathing concentration, you are balancing yourself, you are stretching the muscles, you are stretching the fascia, you are stretching the ligaments, and you feel tremendously well. Daily, it has to be 12 hourly, that means morning 1 hour and evening at least half an hour, apart from the meditation. Now, the second part is what to eat, what not to eat, how to eat, how much to eat, what happens if we don't eat, what happens if we eat this. So, regarding the dieting, which supports your physical and mental health. And lastly, part of it is a mental process, meditation. Now, there are so many myths about these exercises. Which one is better? Where to start? Is it a meditation or is it a physical exercise? Should I run? Should I jog? Should I go to gym? Should I do swimming? Everything is good, provided you are not static. Static life is equal to death. That's very important. The life is dynamic. You keep moving. Don't sit in one place. The evidence in science is that if you sit more than 2 hours, you have got more chances of getting cardiovascular mortality and morbidity. So keep moving, keep the circulation on, be active as far as possible. Keep moving, don't be lazy, because the modern era, the surroundings with lot of affluency and gadgets around, we have made our mind very comfortable and luxurious and lazy too. So do very simple exercises. This exercise is compulsory for a student, for a housewife, for an old man, for young people. Of course, for a children they are doing naturally, they are playing around and they are doing lot of exercise, including they are focusing on the toys, they are focusing at you are doing yoga also. So this is very, very important. I have already told you that I am not expert, but these simple tips can help you. The second myth is that should I start with the meditation, yoga, because yoga has been hyped so much. Everyone is now talking about the yoga and Ayurvedic medicine, immunity. Everyone, people who doesn't know what is immunity, they are talking about immunity without understanding what is the word meaning of immunity. So there are a lot of myths. People have become crazy because they don't have anything else to do it. So this is another myth, how to solve it. The other myth is, now, should I go to the gym if I